Alice McGill and Cindy McIntyre pitching their international expansion plans.
Hi Dragons, my name is Laura Ellis Legault and I was raised in a small town on the outskirts of Toronto, Ontario. As a child, my family and I traveled frequently, visiting many different countries and exploring the unique cultures and living conditions that each had to offer. This sparked a strong interest that I later developed in real estate and housing, and as a teenager I knew someday I would love to pursue a career in the field. I went on to study 4 years at the University of Ottawa and received a Bachelor of Commerce. With this degree, I then moved back to Toronto and began my own real estate company in 2003. Today I'm here to talk to you about my company, Real Toronto, and our plan for international expansion. 13 years ago I started the business on my own, and since then I have gained 2 more partners. The company has grown from having one small office building in the core of Toronto to having many offices dispersed in and around the city. Real Toronto successfully assists hundreds of clients each year in buying and selling homes in the Greater Toronto Area, and because of this has become one of Toronto's most reputable real estate companies. Recently it has become evident that a large portion of our customers are immigrants coming to live in one of Canada's most multicultural city centres. Many of these immigrants were coming to Canada from India. After further research, we found out that there are around 30,000 Indian immigrants moving to Canada each year, 51% of which live in the Greater Toronto Area. This makes Toronto home to a total of around 600,000 Indo-Canadians, who make up 12% of the city's population. This led us to come up with an excellent idea for international expansion. There is a great opportunity for Real Toronto to excel and grow even more as a company in India. Thousands of Indians each year go through the painful process of selling their home in India and buying a new home in Canada, as the living conditions in their native country are not exactly ideal. First, they have to choose a real estate agent in India to sell their home. Once they've done this, they have to pick and choose through hundreds of real estate agents in Canada, not even knowing who is credible or not. Then somehow they're forced to come up with a way to purchase a new home in Canada while still living overseas and hope for the best when they finally move in. Real Toronto came up with the idea of expanding to India and having a more specialized approach designed especially for these future Indo-Canadians. We plan on opening several offices in the busiest cities of India, where many citizens are wishing to leave the overpopulated country and move to one of Canada's most diverse cities. These future immigrants would find a new real estate agent from one of Real Toronto's new locations in India who is already experienced in the Indian real estate market, and have them assist them in selling their home. Next, all of their information would be simply transferred over to one of our Canadian offices in the Greater Toronto Area, where one of our Canadian real estate agents would come in contact with the client and would assist them in choosing a new home in Toronto. By doing everything through the same company, and one that is designed especially to cater the needs of an Indo-Canadian, each client will feel assured that they are dealing with a reputable real estate business. Not only that, but they will never have to experience any issues with language barriers or anyone misunderstanding their culture and way of life. This will ensure a smooth transition for each immigrant and will attract hundreds of new customers each year. Slight changes will have to be made to our existing marketing strategies, as India has an extremely different culture than Canada. We will need to make all new advertisements, changing the language and being sure not to offend anyone with our color choices. We will also have to reconsider our company's name, Real Toronto, as Toronto will no longer be the only focus of our business. We may also have to take a look at our logo to make sure it coincides not only with the Toronto landscape, but also that of India's. With a few minor alterations, Real Toronto is designed to run smoothly in India. Thank you, Dragons, for listening to my pitch. I hope that you enjoy Real Toronto's business plan and see the same potential in international expansion that we do. We would love to have you as our business partners and invite you to become a part of the Real Toronto team. Thank you.
Wow, that was really good. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Hi, my name is Cindy McIntyre. Today I'm coming to you with H2 grade all-natural hair care products and my plan to internationally expand. I grew up in a small town in Ontario and always hoped that one day I would do something to make my way out. So the story goes, I was in my shower one day doing my normal hair routine when all of a sudden I noticed the ingredients on my L'Oreal shampoo bottle. As I started to read on, I noticed that it was all chemicals that I had never even heard of, nor could I attempt to pronounce. My next thought was, what exactly was I doing to my hair? I'm no scientist, but something just didn't seem right. So as I hopped out of the shower, I started looking at my other hair products: mousse, restoring mask, shampoo, conditioner, anything, you name it. They were all filled with the same chemicals. So I decided to look into it more. I looked at the effects of some of these chemicals and so on, and surely enough, most of them were tested on animals, and some of the side effects were possible damage to the liver, lung, and kidney, as well as multiple types of cancer. That's when it hit me. There has to be a better way to do it. So here I am, 6 years later. My little organic natural hair company is competing with the top conventional brands. In the past 2 years, sales have doubled. This is a 100% growth rate in just 2 years. This makes it the perfect time to expand into a new market. The hair care market in Europe is seeing an increase in the demand for natural and organic hair products. Denmark is home to some of the happiest and healthiest people in the world. I know this firsthand because a lot of my relatives are currently living there. I visited the country many times, and I think it would be an excellent location for my company to expand to. Like previously mentioned, the demand for natural beauty products has greatly increased. The global demand for organic personal care products was over $7.6 billion in 2012, and it is expected to reach $13.2 billion by 2018, growing at a CAGR rate of 9.6% from 2012 to 2018. This jump can mostly be thanked to the new product launches and expanding distribution channels, as well as increased incomes and overall lifestyle changes. So what sets us apart from other natural hair companies, you may ask? A couple things. First off, we're the top selling natural hair care line in Canada. Secondly, we are fortunate enough to have Canadian celebrities representing our brands, such as Rachel McAdams and Mia Dover. Just this past year, we've been given the International Heritage Award as well as the Master Pioneer Award for natural hair care products. All of our products come with 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Like the cliche infomercials say, if you don't like it, you can get your money back hassle-free. All we will ask is why the product didn't work for you so we can work on improving it. Once in Denmark, our plan is to sell our products in large retail stores as well as private salons. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my pitch. I hope you will take the time to consider what my company has to offer you.
Wow, really great pitch.
Yeah, that was awesome.